everybody. So to start off with, I am happy. I am very happy. I got my my 2 4-tracks back. Well, yeah, my 2 4-tracks. My 8-track I just went and gave to, didn't give them to him, but sent it off to get repaired to the same guy. I drove there. He lives close. I want to give a shout out to, I told him I was going to do this, to Paul's Gear and Gadgets on Reverb. I will put the link in the description, and I will add a pinned comment with his description. If you're looking for him and you want to look for it, it's Paul's, as straight Paul's, no apostrophe, -shop-1234. He is out of Oakville. If you live around Oakville and you're looking for somebody who can fix these things, you should have seen how excited he got when he saw the 238. He was just like, "Oh wow!" So, because I think, yeah, it's a cool machine. You can't deny it. It is a cool machine. So, I want to give a shout out to him. I will put, like I said, I will put a link in the description below. So first off, I'm going to show off the 414. So what can I say about the 414? I've never recorded with it. That's the easiest thing to say about it. So here's the 414. Like I said, I've never recorded with it. This was originally my friend who passed away in 2011. This was his, and it was given to me by his. Well, actually, his friend had it, and then decided, you know what, it's not doing what I want it to do. I'm going to just give it to Mike. And then he gave me the usual spiel. You're not going to sell it, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm not. I will probably end up using it. And I never did. And the biggest reason I never did was because I never got a chance to. And then when I wanted to have the chance to, it didn't work anymore. So I was quite sad about that. So straight 4-track, nothing fancy. I'll just move over to the control side here. So there, nothing fancy. 4-track, got a master. It does have a 5/6 and 7/8, so that's up here. I have not looked at it. There's stereo inputs. What I really like about this, first off, hats off to Paul, cleaned it up beautifully. Look at this thing. It looks new. It literally looks new. It looks like it just came out of the box. So I can't complain about that. Like, this is just absolutely gorgeous now. Now he did tell me, I'll have to show you this here. He bought an adapter for it. That was the right stuff. Same one that he uses on this plug, this part of the adapter does not work with this particular machine. It's too small. Luckily, I had a power all, and it had a cable that worked. So if you look in the back here, it is plugged in with this red power all, and it's working great. Power's on. I've been playing with it. Love the thing. Yeah, like I said, I will have to do some recording with this, so we are going to have some tutorials on the Portastudio 414. We are going back in time even further. This is one of 3 cassette based recorders that I have, that being the 464, the 414, the 238, and then the rest are all digital. So that's another, what is that, 4 on top of that, because I have the DP20, DP32, 2488, 788, model 24. Yeah, so that's another 4 on top of that. And then I'm still looking for other machines at a decent price. I don't want to pay a lot. So does this work? This works great. So honestly, when I sat down and I played with this, I was like, wow, this is so easy to do. This is so much, it's very nice. For the size, for everything, this is really nice. I would probably consider taking this with me somewhere and just recording, because it records really well. So, hit play. I'm not recording today. Now, the recording is done on the 464. Like I said, I have no recordings done with this machine. I've seen a million faces looking at me. I know that they are not the ones to be. I'll probably get a strike on this, because I do have this song is listed in my in my whatchamacallit. That's another thing I did not know that it could do, which I thought was cool. So if I rewind and it hits the end of the tape, automatically pops up. That's a great feature because, you know, if you've ever been recording anything, you sit there and all of a sudden your head's down and you're thinking about something else and you're rewinding a cassette. So yeah, like for the age, this is actually newer than my 464. This would have been a 90s baby, or no, yeah, this would have been an early 90s baby or mid 90s baby, where that is an early 90s baby. So there's a bit of an age difference, but yeah, I love it. It's working great. Let's just talk about the front here. So you don't have XLRs, no XLRs. You have your straight 1/4 inch. I have no idea if they're TRS. Gonna have to read up on that. Headphone and remote in out. It's probably a straight foot punch. No, nothing big. You got your send for your effects. I don't know if there's returns. I'm assuming that these sends go back into these. This is stereo input, so I'm assuming I'm going to need to have splitters to bring them in properly, which is fine. They're probably TRS. So you do have DBX on this machine. You do have a 0 return. It doesn't work really well. I can show you this. I'll fast forward a bit. So we'll fast forward to 4. Let me just show you. Turn the 0 on, return. Let's fast forward to about, let's say we just did about that much recording, and then I rewind. You can see it flashing, and then it goes a little bit further, which is fine. No auto punch in out. That's fine. I understand why. Yeah, but you have your monitor here. I'm going line out, so this stuff will not work on this system. Everything is RCA back here as well, just to show you. So that's all RCAs. So your subs in and out. That I'm gonna have to look into. Sync is if you sync it with like a MIDI, one of those analog MIDI sync things. I don't have one of those. That's on my list. Line in, line out, monitor out. So if you're using monitor out, I don't think it'll work on the line out. Line out is generally just line out. It's whatever's in here goes out. And then so you got effects, so you can check your effect 1, check your effects 2. Effects 2 can be a tape cue, which is awesome. So you can listen through here and you know, you can talk, for instance. Like I can put an effect in, well, this is a send. So yeah, so if you put it, it'll send out and it'll cue it out, so you can put it into some other device for headphones. I'll play with that too. These are all things I'm going to play with. I love these. So you got safe, meaning you're safe. You can't record on it. If you put it up, you're recording what's coming into track 1. If you put it down, you're recording what's coming on the left side. Very cool. So if you got like 4 microphones plugged in, you can then you do left and right. Same here. So and it shows and it says, oh, you're gonna record. So you hit record, you're recording. So I love that. You got your inputs down here. So off, mic line, tape off, tape, mic line. So you can turn the channel off so you're not using it. Things I'm gonna have to learn. So this is going to be a new experience for me. This is all new because I've never used the 414. The only analog cassette recorder that I've actually really used, well, besides the 238, which I used to record my friend's band with his little Mackie mixer he had. We're going to do that completely different this time. Is the 464, which we are going to talk about shortly, right after I'm done talking about this, which I'm now done. So let's move on to the 464. All right, so now I got the 464 in front of me. Now this is my baby. This I've had since I was in my 20s. This is where it all began. This is how I learned how to record. I love this thing. I'm glad it's working again. I had to laugh because so he told me he had to replace a gear in here, and he replaced the belt and he replaced the gear because it was starting to yellow, and he said it's going to break soon. So I said, fine, replace it. Glad he did because it sounds great now. Yeah, so same song. One thing that's funny. So as you can see, the pitch control here is at 0. I had the pitch control on 0 on the other one. This song sounded fine. Now remember, this was recorded with this machine. Oh, let me just, whoops. Okay. So let's listen to it. So it's a little fast. I'm fine with that, really. So I'm saying I'm fine with it because yeah, because I'm going to use it for a new recording. So I'd rather have it a little bit faster than normal. And so, but it's funny because it's faster now, which it wasn't before. Because remember, I recorded this back when I originally got this thing. So that's where it should be. So I put the pitch down to minus. Now that could have been my mistake. I could have done that. I could have recorded it that way and not realized it. I'm going to have to go through a bunch of tapes and play around and see if that is the case, because it is quite possible it was me, that I had the pitch control down to negative because I was young and I did not realize things. But you can hear it. It sounds great. Like this has a better. Now, like I said, this was recorded with this one where it wasn't with that one. I have to play around and see if that's the case on it. But it's. No effects on it, so that's how it sounds. It honestly, it sounds great. Now you on this one you have a Ritz button here. This one has a lot more controls on it. You have auto punch in and punch out, which I'm going to, now that it's working again, I'm going to try it because I had a little trouble with it before with punch in and punch out because it was, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't working properly. It was because the belt was slipping. Things were not lining up as they should. So you have I can't remember what all these buttons do. So that's one of these things. On and out, auto in and out is punch in, punch out. So let's just go over here, look at the buttons for a second. So clear. I think that clears the locations. Like I said, I don't remember a lot of this. Memo check, memo in. Repeat 1, 2, so that's probably repeat from location 1 to location 2, rewind, do it again. Rehearsal, same thing. Location 1, 2, Ritz, which is return to 0, so if I click on that, this one works better than the other one. See, stops perfectly. So that's fixed, because that originally did not work perfectly. That was going back and forth. Now, I gotta shout out to Paul again. This screen hasn't been this clear in forever. It's beautiful. I love it. I can see. It's beautiful. Yeah, like I said, they look like they're new. This also has a tape speed, so I can play normal tapes in here. Yeah, so as I said, I don't know. I probably messed up the pitch control. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's probably me, so I'm not worried. Yeah, so once again, top-down design, same as a Model 24 if you are into those things. So you got track 1, 2, 3, 4. You have your other part of the mixer just for other sounds. Like you can do left, right with this. You can use as a tape cue. So, for instance, 5, 6. I used to when I would work with people, I would put a microphone in here, turn it on to cue, and then I could talk to them. And so yeah, and you have this ability on these two as well. The other thing is, what I love about this machine is you have your tape cue here. So what does this mean? This means that I can then send, so on the channels here, let's say I want to send into the headphones channel 1. I can just put it where I want, and then the person will hear channel 1, and if I have this here on the mic input set to left and right, like for recording, so if I have them in the middle here, this is now picking up anything that comes out of the left side, anything coming out of the right, it won't pick up what's coming out of the cue. It's a beautiful system. It works great. You have your master effects. Like I said, this is a more robust version of the 414. The 414 is a stripped down model. This is a little bit more. So you have your ability to listen to left and right, which I have down because that's what we're listening to. You can check out what's going on in effects 1 and 2. You can check out what's going through the cue. And then 2-track in, there's a 2-track RCA input on the back here. that allows you to like have another cassette player, CD player, something hooked up so you can listen to it. Yeah, at some point I would like to get a 424 because that seems to be what everybody has, and they like it. Let's see. So your inputs on here. Oh, excuse me, that was a hiccup. You got 4 XLRs, one for each track. You have 4 1/4 inch. I don't know if these are balanced. That is something we'll have to figure out. Does not say. It just says mic line in. On the back here. All right, so this is upside down for you guys, but I'm gonna show it anyways. Let's see. You have 2 inserts. So on track 1 and 2, you have an insert. Then you have your effects in it. You have your effects out. So 1 and 2 out. After that, let me just get up here. There we go. Okay. We'll swing her down a bit. Okay. So you have your tape out. So what this does, this allows you to do each track individually out of the system. So you can, if you want to put it through something else like another 4-track, or you want to send it to a DAW or something and you have 4 inputs, you can do it from here. So this would save you a lot of time, and as you know, tape can vary in speed when it's playing. That'll take care of it because you're doing it all at the same time. Then you have your line out here. So that's what I'm using for it. That's line out is line out. It's not part of the headphones or the monitors. Then you have your monitor out, which is part of the headphones, which is also the monitor button on the board. You have your cue out, so you can actually take your cue information and send it into a device and say, here, this is your cue. This is what you get to listen to. And here's your 2 tracks in. So that's your left and rights for your 2 tracks in. And I don't think there's a lot of switches on the bottom here. So this is if you're, so one is your DBX in. Let's see if I can. That one is DBX in. So that's DBX on or off if you want to use the noise reduction. And that is your sync if you want to use a sync. And then this is your in and out for sync. So you can record your sync and you can play it out. So you can use it for that. I am not using sync. I don't know how. I don't have a device to do it yet. As I said, yet. And yeah, so then here it's kind of fun to see. So where does it say? So that's my model number for it. Made in Japan. And it's passed the Canadian Safety Association for that year. So that is my 464, my pride and joy. I think I recorded, no I didn't. I think Web of Lies I recorded on this. I'm going to have to listen to it and see if that I actually recorded properly, the speed wise. But yeah, that is my 464. And it looks beautiful. I'm so happy to have it back. And that is my video today. And I will talk to you later. Bye.
You love me as much as I love you. You love me as much as I